Hey, what's up? Let me adjust this. Today is Thursday, October 21st, I believe, 2021. And I'm going for a walk. It's a very nice day out here. I go for walks, I don't know, periodically throughout the day. But I just thought I would bring y'all along. Today I've been doing a lot of, recently I've been waking up at like 5:30 and then doing esports stuff until 8. Because by the end of the day my brain is fried. So I'm more of a morning person. So when I wake up in the morning, my brain is going and going and going. At night, it's really fried and I can barely think and concentrate. So I like to wake up early, do my esports stuff. Today I kind of basically, what did I do? Worked on the Delegati business plan, which is my VR, like esports and gaming organization. We've got clothing and we've got some teams, esports teams, and then and then also just did a lot of planning for like one of the games that we compete in is called Larcenauts, and I am working on making or helping out with the tournament that we're running. And so that needed some work. Sent out some messages. I'm finding a team captain for the Echo Arena team. Have a couple candidates I'm looking at and chatting with, and sorry for all the loud cars and stuff. But I got some candidates that I look for, or like, I don't know, some questions that I asked people about being a team captain is, well, first of all, it's like, have you been a captain before? Have you been a leader before? I'm not opposed to bringing on someone that doesn't have leadership experience, at least at this level of, that the organization is at. It's we're 2 months old. Everyone's volunteer. No one's paid, so you can't expect too much. But at the same time, I do have higher standards than most, and I would prefer some leadership experience. So I said, do you have leadership experience? Yes. Okay. Cool. And then I talk about, what's your opinion on, player skill versus player attitude? Would you rather someone with a better attitude that's worse at a game than someone who's better at the game with a worse attitude? I personally think that the attitude is more important than the skill. Obviously up to a certain level, right? But attitude is cohesion with the team. It's positivity, right? So when you have someone that's just so freaking good at the game, and they could literally tell you every single thing you've done wrong and how to improve, well, let's leave out the how to improve part. That is an amazing asset to be able to know exactly what's going wrong, because that's super important in building a team, is knowing what you did wrong and improving and practicing, right? But when you have someone that's really good and they don't have a good attitude, a lot of times you'll see that they just give up on their team really easily, and that they tend to be way more negative. And what this does is totally destroy team dynamics. And I really apologize if you can't hear anything because it's windy, but I'm just going to keep going and hope that it works. I'm still testing out this camera. It's an Insta360 One X2, and it's really cool. I love this camera. This is awesome. Totally worth $400. Anyways, questions that I ask a team captain. So I just talked about the skill versus attitude. I tend to prefer attitude over skill. What else? I asked like what are the most important things you've learned as being, from being a leader, from being a team captain. And this could be anything from, like team cohesion is super important to being on time and practicing a lot is super important. Knowing that things get messy with team dynamics and politics, and that nothing is really perfect, but just kind of rolling with it is a lot of times what you're doing. Making sure that you're watching film, that you're putting yourself out there for coaches, to come and like coach your watch your gameplay and do VOD reviews. VOD is video on demand. So yeah, I just hear, I asked them what are their thoughts on being a team captain. What does that mean? It also means like you are in charge of keeping everyone accountable. Yeah, I'm like the team kind of owner, but I don't necessarily run the teams. I run the organization. I do the marketing. I make a lot of the rules, expectations. I build Discord servers. I do all that stuff. I do graphic design, but I don't really do I don't really directly manage the in-game stuff, which is what the team captain does. Team captain does a lot of in-game decisions, and gameplay decisions, and player decisions. Let's see here. Also, if you're ever asked by me if you want to be a team captain, make sure you're using good, punctuation and stuff. Like, don't send me I's that are not capitalized. I'm pretty casual. I'm a very casual person. But come on, capitalize your I's. Give me some periods. Anyways, also another thing I talked to my team captains about, and this is more for this is esports and VR esports specifically. I have to make sure I have to talk about age, right? Like most of the players are under 18. Okay, so that in itself brings so much complications with people who have never have been held accountable to a schedule. And I'm not saying they haven't, but way more likely to not have that sort of accountability and commitment built up yet. And then, just if we get to the point where we can start paying people, we would need to, get their parents involved. I would really, I view this very seriously, and so I'd like to have players paid, but we are totally not in that point of the organization. Can you see this? Did you see that dragonfly? That was kind of cool. What else? I'm gonna open up this juice. So give me 1 second. This is Trader Joe's green juice. Oh yeah. There's nothing better than going for a walk on a nice sunny day. It's like 70. Blue skies, look up above. Move your cameras and look up above. Beautiful. And then drinking a smoothie while you do it. Awesome. What are some other things I asked the team captain? Honestly, one of the biggest questions is, do you want to work in esports? And I'll tell you why that's one of the most important questions. And it's very translatable to almost any job or anything. It's like, what's your end goal? What's your dream job? And this is incredibly important because people will perform way better. I saw research on this and it's true. People will perform way better if they're doing something that they want, and if they're doing something that aligns with what they want to do. Okay, and that may seem really obvious, right? But I'll give you some examples. I want to work in esports, so I'm willing to work extra hard at everything esports related to make sure that one day I can full-time work for esports. I also work for a manufacturing company, and that is not my dream job, right? And I love my job. There's nothing wrong with it at all. All I'm saying is, do I see myself there in 10 years? Maybe not, okay? And that's really important because it kind of shows you how much you're willing to put in. If someone sees himself as like, hey, one day I'd like to be president of the manufacturing company, then they're gonna work way harder because they want that end goal. And so working at the manufacturing company is directly in line with that, and so they'll work harder for it. I asked the team captains if they want to work in esports because they'll work hard. Then I'll know that they'll want to work hard at being a team captain. And it's very true. So, and I don't think that, so say someone that doesn't want to work in esports, it's not that I won't have them on my team, but I just will know that long term, I probably won't see them. They're probably going to spend some time with us, learn and grow, but I don't know if I'll see them in years. I don't know if I'll eventually bring them on as an employee. And I don't know. So that's just some thoughts. Long term, where do you want to go? What's your dream job? And a lot of times it's related. So say there's a player that wants to work in esports, and I say, what do you want to do in esports? You want to be a caster? Well, there you go. I'd be like, hey, okay, if you want to be a caster, you don't have to play on the team. Why don't you cast and be the broadcaster for our team? You know what I mean? So it opens up opportunities. Because I'm not paying anyone, it helps me help them. So it allows me to understand where they want to go, and I'm able to help them in that way. Yeah. And then I also asked, why do you want to be a team captain opposed to just a normal player? And this is kind of a weird question, right? Hello. And it's weird because, I don't know, it's kind of like a weird, unspoken question. Why do you want to be the leader? And a lot of times they'll just be like, hey, it just usually works out when I'm the leader. Everything works out better. I like being in the leadership position because I like the weight of my decisions having a major impact. I feel more committed. Those are all good. Those are good responses. For me, if I were to answer, why do I want to be a leader? Honestly, I feel like a lot of the time I put way more thought and have way more common sense than a lot of people. And I'm sorry. I know it sounds cocky, but it's I have a lot of cool ideas and I want to implement them. And I'm fine with supporting someone else and helping them reach their dreams and being on a team, but there's like a gene in me or something that kicks in when I'm in a leadership position, and it just makes me work way harder. It makes me get involved. It makes me feel like I have skin in the game, and I just like that feeling. So that's my response. But yeah. Yep. But yeah, what else? What else did I do today? Cree, LED, my job is awesome. Great job, I love it. Nothing, amazing company. What else? What else should I talk about? I don't really know if I have much. I know Nana, my grandma, is going in for another surgery today, and I just really hope that everything goes well. So yeah, I've got Valorant tonight, so if I remember, I will get some footage of that and then combine these two videos, put it in one vlog. What else? Don't really have too much. I know that, like, oh, guys. All right, so a couple things. One, New World, the video game, pretty good. But I just haven't had much time to play it. And I haven't had much time to play video games at all, which is weird for someone that works in video games. And actually, I've heard of it multiple times. It's like, I don't know. The more you play the more you, like, when you work in games, you don't play them. Which, okay, I'm sure is, like, not entirely true, because, like, with anything, you gotta taste what you eat. Or you gotta taste what you make. What I mean by that is, like, Gordon Ramsay, the chef. It's the very famous chef. And I'm just, like, actually really excited that I've taken this life lesson from him. Maybe one day I'll tell him. But literally every time you see a show with him, with contestants, literally is always saying, taste it, taste it, taste it, taste it continuously, taste it, taste what you're cooking. And I feel like it's so true. I think that everyone should literally, if you are a CEO of a company, you should go and try to spend a day in the life of your employees' work and see what it's like. Or if for me, or if you're a game developer, you should be playing your video game, like actually taking time to play it and understand it, and just like get a feel for what your players feel like. It's tasting it, not in like a I'm here to collect feedback. No, you're not there for feedback. Of course, later on maybe you might reflect on it, but get in there and play. Or if you're a CEO, get in there and actually work, right? Taste what you eat. If you're leading a sales company or a sales division, and like, you should be doing some sales, right? You should be doing some, like, I don't know, talking to people and trying to make some sales, just like your people under you. For me, I'm going to do my best to take this into account for the Delegati Discord server. Again, the Delegati is, see my hat? The Delegati is my VR esports organization. I need to taste my Discord server by actually hanging out in it, right? Discord is supposed to be a place to hang out and just talk and chill. I have not done that once, right? So why would I expect other people to do it? You know what I mean? If I myself don't enjoy the product that I'm building, then how can I expect anyone to do it? I'm very, very blessed to have 137 people in it now. That's amazing growth. It's been 2 months. Very excited. But I'm just saying, for the future, when I make some improvements, I really want to start tasting and actually hanging out in my own Discord. I'm saying, like, voice chat, everything. So in life, if you're doing something, you're creating something, taste it. Listen to Gordon Ramsay, taste it. Think about the things that you do for work or just for life. I mean, even especially if you're cooking stuff, right? That the analogy directly applies to that. Be tasting things as you're making it. And so put in the comments the things that you're going to start tasting as you make. If only I could taste what it feels like to be Maddie, my wife, right? Like, I guess it's just called empathy. But I would really like to try to be a better husband. I'm not trying to say I'm a bad husband, but I always want to try to be a better husband. And so, yeah, that might be a little bit hard, but that's just some reflecting and praying. I am a Christian, so I do that. But yeah, that's life right now. Don't really, like, all I do is talk about esports, Maddie, gaming, VR. I'm happy with that. I enjoy my life. I enjoy it a lot. I really enjoy this camera. It's super cool. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. If my goal is to get some Valorant after this one, I may upload it separately. Like, I think I'll probably just do that. I'll just upload it separately. So I'm gonna upload this one and then the Valorant tonight, because I got Valorant games. But thanks for coming for a walk with me, and we'll talk later. Bye-bye.